Department Honor Guard presents the colors. Please be seated. Good morning. Today we are going to swear in two new officers, Brady Holte and Joshua Pearson. This is an informal ceremony, so as you would like, take photos, move around if you need to get a better angle. This is for our new officers, their family, and their friends. There will also be an opportunity for photos afterwards, and we encourage you guys to take advantage of that. Your officers are only going to get sworn in one time. When it's time to pin the badge on our new officers, family or friends can come up and do so. Don't worry if you struggle a little bit, that's normal. Before we begin, we are going to show you a video of the kind of work police officers do for the Fargo PD on a daily basis.
One important characteristic of a police officer.
You have to be hardworking.
You have to actually care about the people.
Sometimes you have to put your fears aside.
Being able to run towards danger when everyone else is running away.
At the end of the day, when I put on that badge, it's to serve and protect. That's what I'm here to do.
The thing I love most about Fargo has to just be the community. Everyone here is extremely supportive of what we do here. It makes our job a lot easier to interact with the public when the people appreciate what you do.
When I initially came here, I never had plans to stay. It was where I was going to go to college. And I ended up getting rooted here and just absolutely loving the people and my neighbors. It's kind of a diamond in the rough.
Here at the Fargo PD, we want our officers to keep learning. We want them to have room to grow professionally and individually while giving them room to move up the ranks. You know, we've really tried to go a different direction with our training and teach them how to be problem solvers and learn to think more on their own rather than just spoon-feeding them information.
Fargo really invests in their officers to help us with everything that we need to make sure that we get the job done.
You never have control over what's going to happen in the next minute. So just when you think that it's going to be a slow, quiet day, the next thing you know is you're rushing off to some huge incident. To be a police officer, you have to be able to do your job and do it well. You have to make quick decisions under pressure. You have to face danger. But at the same time, you have to care about the person you're trying to help and be able to help them through that situation that they're facing.
It means so much to me to be able to be that first person into a scene, the first person that they see and they look to for help.
With so much negative in the police world, when you can actually help a couple people, that's the biggest thing that keeps me going.
I stand alone, can't get much higher. It's in my bones, the truth shall rise.
We will now begin with the ceremony, and at this time I would like to introduce the Chief of the Fargo Police Department, David Todd. Chief?
Good morning, and thank you to the Honor Guard. Well, welcome. If I could just take a moment to introduce a few people in the audience here with us this morning. We have City Administrator Bruce Grubb and Assistant City Administrator Mike Redlinger, both my bosses. And then Deputy Chief Ross Renner, the Field Services Division, and Deputy Chief Joe Anderson, of the Investigations Division. Well, good morning. In a few moments, our two newest officers are about to take the oath of office. It's a special day for each of our soon-to-be officers and their families, and every officer in this room, including myself, remembers that special day and that excitement we felt about finally getting to become a part of the Fargo Police Department, finally getting the badge, the duty belt, and becoming a police officer. In our opening video, we talk about you have to be hardworking, you have to care about people, sometimes you have to put your fears aside, being able to run towards danger when everyone else is running away. And these comments encompass the commitment of a person willing to be a police officer and live up to the mission of protect and serve. It's an honorable and noble profession. Pursuing an honorable and noble profession indicates, at least to me, that you feel called to this profession. And if you were called to this profession, it's what you've always been designed to do. If you feel this way about being a police officer, then you know you have to carry out your duties and responsibilities to the best of your ability. Nothing else will suffice. That's your responsibility to this profession, your blue calling. The quality standards we have put in place for ourselves are safety, courtesy, empathy, and trust. And we'll hold ourselves accountable to those standards, but we'll also provide the training, equipment, and encouragement to develop in those quality standards. We want you to develop into the best police officer you can be. We want you to pursue and achieve your interests and goals within our department. We want you to be successful. We place an emphasis on family. We recognize you're coming from a family, but as we bring you into our organization and you get to know the wonderful people in this organization, it's our hope that you'll look at them as your extended family. And if you invest yourself into this profession, your extended family here at the Fargo Police Department will be there for you when you need them. That's part of being a brother or sister in blue. This is not an easy profession. If it was easy, more people would do it, and it wouldn't be an honorable and noble profession. There will be difficult days, dangerous times, heart-wrenching experiences. However, people who feel called to this profession wouldn't choose to do anything else. Your experience and satisfaction in this profession will come from your total investment in it. You will develop lifelong, tight-knit relationships with the people who will go through the door with you into the danger of the unknown. When you come to work and put on your uniform, your duty belt, your badge, all we want is all you've got. If you approach your police career like that, you'll have no regrets and you will serve honorably in this noble career. So let me conclude with this. I want the two of you to pay close attention to the oath you're about to take. What you're about to state should guide your actions every single day of your career, especially during the challenging and difficult times. The community we serve expects nothing less, and neither will your fellow officers you're about to have the privilege of serving with. As a police officer, I'm incredibly proud to serve with each and every one of the people in this police department. And it's with that same level of pride that we welcome each of you to our ranks. On behalf of the entire staff, welcome and congratulations on becoming a Fargo police officer. I will now introduce our two newest officers and have them come up one by one. Brady Holte. Brady, could you come up front? Stand right up here. Brady grew up in Hendra, Minnesota, and in 2015 he graduated from Minnesota State University Moorhead with a degree in criminal justice. After college, he commissioned as an officer in the United States Army for a 3-year obligation. In 2019, Brady completed his law enforcement skills training at Northland Community and Technical College. This is his first job in law enforcement. Welcome, Brady. Next, I'll have Joshua Pearsons come up. Josh grew up in Plymouth, Minnesota, and is a 2019 graduate of University of Minnesota Crookston. He completed law enforcement skills training at Alexandria Technical and Community College. Josh most recently worked as a correctional officer in Crookston while he attended his last year of school, and this is his first police officer job. Welcome, Josh. I'll now ask Sergeant Tom Shaw to come up and administer the oath of office.
All right, gentlemen, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. On my honor, I state your name. Do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the state of North Dakota and the city of Fargo. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will keep my private life unsullied. I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. In my position as a Fargo police officer. You can lower your hands.
I will now present these brand new officers their badge. For attending Mayor Mahoney. We now have a kind of a special time where the family gets to participate a little bit, or we pin on the badge. So we'll start with Brady. Brady, could you just take a step forward? And we're going to have Brady's badge pinned on. We encourage the family to come up and take pictures. You can get right up here. This is kind of a special thing. Don't be too fast. They want to get up here and take some pictures there. Thank you, Brady. You can step back. Joshua Pearson's family. Please come up and get your pictures. And you can push Jessica out of the way, don't worry. Josh, you can take a step back. Sergeant Tom Shaw will now take the officers over to sign their oath of office. As another photo opportunity if the family wants to get that also. You can come on up. In. Ladies and gentlemen and fellow officers, I introduce you to our newest Fargo police officers. As is our tradition, we line up as members of the Fargo Police Department, and we welcome our new officers aboard.